Hello, ladies. I'm Dr. Kelly Martin Schuh, Amazon best-selling author, speaker, and transformational coach for women. So today, I want to show you a 3-second tool as a check-in for authenticity. See, if you're not living an authentic life, you're struggling. I know you're struggling. And sometimes this will show up as frustration. It'll show up as a disconnection with other people. It'll show up as depression, repressed anger. It can show up as disease in the body if you hold on to emotions. See, unfortunately, we are taught from a very young age to be good girls. Be good girls. And if you have to, just put on a happy face. And our emotions often were not honored. We were told that we were too much. We were too emotional. And expressing our emotions really wasn't necessarily safe for some people. Hello, Sheila. Thank you for joining. So in today's Transformational Tuesday, I want to talk about authenticity. And recently I read a book, which I highly recommend. It's by a woman who wrote a book called Disrupt Her, and I love Disrupt-Her, a manifesto for the modern woman. And in the book, she reveals 13 kind of ways to live. And as I was reading, an image popped up that really caught my eye. I'm going to share it with you today. So I took a image capture on my cell phone. And ladies, if you can see this up close, I'll actually try to see it. I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, it's an image of a woman. Camera's not really liking that. And you can see 3 points, a point here, a point here, and a point here. All right. So these 3 points are what I took this image and I went, oh my gosh, this really is a map for authenticity. So what is authenticity? Our thoughts, that's this point, mirror what we say, mirrors what we feel. So authenticity is about being in alignment with what you think, what you say, and what you feel. And when that alignment is off, you're going to feel off. You're not going to feel authentic. Sometimes it'll show up as being passive aggressive. I see this so much. I actually see it more in women than men, because men, it seems like they're allowed to express more. It's socially acceptable if they're angry to express that anger, right? And not only anger, if you have a preference, if your date asks you, hey, sweetie, where do you want to go to dinner? And you're thinking, I'd like to go to that Indian restaurant, but you say nothing, okay? And maybe your date says, or your boyfriend says, hey, let's go out for Italian. And so very passively, aggressively, you might say, oh, sure, yeah, whatever, right? Well, yeah, whatever. Like he is reading that, your partner, girl or guy, your partner reads that energy. And so that's an example of what you're saying isn't matching what you're thinking. It's a disconnect. And even maybe what you're feeling. So quick 3-second check to ask the question, am I being authentic? All you need to do is check those 3 points. Are your thoughts in alignment with what you're saying, in alignment with what you're feeling? And I'll tell you, if you can start doing this as a practice, it's not always easy, because sometimes what needs to be said is uncomfortable. Like sometimes it's really uncomfortable. But if we can get more in the habit of stop being good girls and being stewards of our mind and what we say and what we feel and getting that in alignment, life is going to come with so much more happiness overall, because really that is the life of an authentic life. Hello, Alexandra. So that's the 3-second check-in. Thoughts in alignment with what you say, in alignment with what you feel. And in how long did that take? A couple seconds. So that's the tool. I want you to start checking in. And I'd love for you to comment on the practice of this. What are you experiencing? Maybe what are some different things that you're going through right now that you know that there is misalignment. How can you get back in integrity? Well, one easy way would be, in the example I just gave, is come back and say, you know what, sweetie, I know when I was like sharp with you and said that, you know, love, yeah, sure, that I'm sure you felt that energy because I wasn't really feeling Italian, right? It doesn't mean that we're going to get our way, but the more that we can practice and speak our truth and asking for what we want and what we need, life is going to flow much more easily, believe me. So let go of the good girl. In fact, it's exhausting trying to be the good girl all the time and putting on a happy face. And, you know, the next time somebody asks you, how are you doing? You know, if you're not doing well, it's okay to say, I'm kind of having a rough day. Like, let's get back to authenticity. Okay, so let me know in the comments what your impression is of this new 3-second tool. Let me know how you're practicing living a more authentic life. Let me know where you're out of authenticity and how you will use this to get back on track, because the end result of this is more connection, more love, more truth, more grace. And I know at the end of the day, we all as humans want to feel more love and connection. So let's get back into alignment, ladies. Let's let go of that good girl. Let's express ourselves, express our voice, express our feelings, and come back into alignment. All right, signing off. Again, this is Dr. Kelly, Amazon bestselling author, speaker, and transformational coach for women. And if you like what you see today, come join us every Tuesday at 4:30 Mountain for about 5 minutes or so of something that really could transform your life. And you can also like us on Facebook at Dr. Kelly Schuh. Thank you. Signing off.